whenever you got to draft lefty.
Oh, we knew this was coming. Who else is a lefty? Come on, full disclosure.
No, seriously, because when you're playing the NBA and you have somebody that's a scorer, you're going from guarding a bunch of players, and then you have a guy that can score that faces up the other way. I'm telling you, like it throws you off. Like his face-up game is elite for a 19-year-old kid. He faces up like he's 6'9", 6'10". He reminds me of Deshaun Sims, who played at Michigan. And I know this from just personally getting work. He's going to catch you in the short corner. He's going to open up into he actually plays a little bit like I like to play, but he likes to play off the other block. I like to play off the left block so I can drive middle to come back into a baseline shot off the glass, or drive middle into a left-hand hook. He actually likes to play on the right block, which is different. He likes to play on the right block so he can jab baseline and either into his shot or attack middle to come back into his left, which most lefties don't do. You know, most lefties, we like to go, we want to play on the other block so we can go middle to our left. So it's weird. So, what that tells me randomly is that he probably prefers to drive middle right into a jump shot with his left hand. Like, I'm sorry, but like if I'm driving this way, my right hand, so I can shoot with my left back to the middle just to shoot over. But he's a really good mid-range shooter. So he literally at 7'2" can just catch it, face up to you, and just shoot over you. Right? So he can literally spend the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game just knocking down shots to get his rhythm. And then once you try to take that shot away, which is stupid anyway because he's 7'2", he's got a good shot fake, good jab game, and then he gets downhill and he's got good footwork, real good footwork. He can, most lefties, we like to drive right. So he likes to drive right, which is a very good thing about him. And then offensively, he can knock down threes. I think he shot 33% in the NBL, which doesn't look impressive, but 33% as a 19-year-old is a good percentage because you have to assume he's taking bad shots. You have to assume that he's getting some contested shots and things like that, and he's also probably inconsistent. So he'll probably have some bad games, some good games as a 19-year-old. He's a teenager. And he's playing against grown men. And that league is getting better because people are realizing that the NBL, it's a good NBA supplement league because of the rules of the league. They'll let you play more out there. So he's intriguing from that standpoint. I think that you see him on a spectrum from like a Rudy Gobert to like on a snowy day Rudy to a rainy day he's Kristaps Porzingis, offensively and defensively. Like he's a mobile kid, but he's not comfortable on the island. But he's mobile enough as a 7'2" kid that you can do a lot of different things with him defensively and offensively. So, meaning, just to explain what I mean is, at 7'2", you can hard hedge with him. So if you can hard hedge with him, you can stop a lot of good offenses and just kind of get in the hard hedge and then sprint back. He can run the floor, so he can play the 5, he can rim run, get down the court earlier, so that allows you to play fast offensively. You don't have to wait for him. But he can also trail because he can shoot the 3, so he's got versatility in that. He can pick and pop, he can pick and roll because he can roll fast, right? He's a very mobile kid, so he can roll fast. He can set a screen and get out of there quickly, but he can also pick and pop and knock down open threes. He can pick and short pop, so he can pick and knock down short jump shots. He's not a bad passer. He's got a good understanding of bounce passes and throwing it over the defense and things like that. I think the system they played in, they had a lot of back doors. So he does a good job of passing in back doors, which I like about him, which falls into any, a lot of NBA teams run a lot of pistol actions. And in the pistol action, that big will get the ball in more of a high post wing area and can kind of make some plays from there. Also, I think that, that's some of the good stuff about him. Some of the things that concern me about him is like, for instance, he's not like because the comparison I'm seeing is Chet Holmgren, right? Defensively, he's not on the same page as Chet Holmgren. Chet is way more aggressive defensively. Chet is more athletic, is quicker, and Chet's got a mean side to him. He's got a mean streak to him. This kid doesn't really have a mean streak to him, which you kind of need to survive in the NBA. So he can move. He runs well, but he's not comfortable on the island. Chet Holmgren, you can leave on the island a little longer. I can see. So in the NBA, Chet can play on a 1 through 5 switching team, a team that switches all 5.